Hey people, it is Saturday, June the 4th, and the time is 4:45 in the afternoon, and the temperature is currently 21 degrees Celsius. And I'm here on Adelaide Street West, where it crosses Bathurst Street. And I'm going to make my way eastward into downtown, and then at some point I'll make my way northward up to College Street. Yeah, it's a very busy Saturday afternoon in the city. Things seem to be back in full force. And a lot of tourists seem to have returned as well. I don't think back to pre-pandemic levels, but certainly a lot more than it has been at any time in the last 2 years. There's a look south down Bathurst. Somebody was waving.
Yeah, Kaz Mulligan. Yeah, Kaz Mulligan. That's it. Kaz Mulligan from Perth. He's at it though.
Here's the Factory Theatre. It's quite an interesting old building. And Adelaide Street is a bit on the quiet side. But this is mostly a traffic corridor and a cycling corridor with a protected bike lane. And the street is one way, meant to sort of funnel traffic through the core. And here's Portland Street. This is a popular street with lots of bars and clubs, restaurants of the sort. The intersection at King is more or less the heart of the nightlife district. But it's proving to be fairly busy in the daytime as well. A lot of the restaurants become clubs at night. Whereas back in the old nightclub district, which is now the entertainment district, a lot of those clubs were just closed up during the day with blank facing walls with little more than a small sign advertising the name of the club. And nothing was going on all the way until 10 o'clock at night or so when things would open up. And that's one of the newer condo buildings that have sprung up in the area. I'd say that one's quite nice. I like the slick look of it. At least it's not blue or green blue or green glass. A green grass condo, no, that would be neat. There's the local barber company. Yeah, for any Doors fans, here's Morrison Street. I think they have to open up a hotel somewhere on this street. Call it the Morrison Hotel. I can see Adelaide Street is closed up ahead. I knew it was closed yesterday. I wasn't sure if it would still be closed today, but apparently it is. So I'll make a detour over to Camden Street.
So close, we just jump on the street there.
I think there's a movie or a TV production underway along this block of Adelaide Street. I'm not sure what movie or show it's for. There's quite a few of them filming here in Toronto simultaneously. I know the new season of The Boys was just released on Amazon, and that is one of the shows that is filmed here. And I don't think I've done a walk down Camden Street in any of my pre-recorded videos. At least not recently, maybe a few years ago. This is just a short one-block street, but it's kind of a neat little street. This is a new boutique hotel here. It's also a very attractive building, nice addition to the neighborhood. And I see there's a proposal for another building right beside it. 16 stories. And there's a proposal for this site also, this two-story building. Not terribly architecturally significant as far as I can see. 15 and 17 stories. I don't think anyone will decry the loss of that building. And hey, it's Dog World Resort and Spa. That's an old house jammed between all the buildings in the area. And I've always thought this was a neat building. Not sure what it is. It looks to be like offices or something. There's a deli, open kitchen and deli, and some fighting pigeons. Hey, get along there, pigeons, get along. got some neat fire escapes here. And we come upon Spadina Avenue. I think I'll cross right here at Richmond Street and continue heading east just for a little ways before I start heading north. This is a nice little nook here. Got some galleries, cafe, shops, bookstore, a roastery coffee house. And a burrito place I still haven't tried. I think I mentioned that the last time I walked past here in a previous video, and I still haven't gotten around to it. And I think I hear Drake coming up behind me. Can't seem to get away from that guy here in Toronto. Just crossing Peter Street. Looks like this poor branch is not going to remain as part of that tree. I'm not sure if that's weather related or if some dingbat broke it purposely. Aisle 24 Market. And here's John Street, so this is where I'm going to start heading north. There's one of the many firkin pubs you'll find around the city, all with different names to one another. And this busy area is Queen and John. And I almost collided with that girl who just came out of nowhere, seemingly. And there's the former Much Music building. Now just home to CTV. And this one most northerly block of John Street here is actually one of my favorite blocks downtown. It has these nicely scaled old historic warehouse buildings. Former factories, I suppose. This one looked to be a a yarn factory. That time a pigeon almost collided with me.
Yeah, well legal, yeah, exactly.
This is all that remains of this old church that mostly burned down except for the old tower here, 1844. I'm not sure what year the fire took place. So this is Grange Park. just gonna cut through a corner of it here. And I'll make my way over to McCaul Street. And a couple of the more unusual looking buildings downtown are facing towards Greenwich Park here. You can see the south side of the Art Gallery of Ontario. That's designed by Frank Gehry. You see it's built on top of the old historic wing of the art gallery. And the park is fairly active. And the other unusual building is right over here. It's the Sharp Center for Design, which is part of the OCAD University campus. I'd say this one takes the cake for bizarre buildings, not only in Toronto, but in the entire world. I think this was designed by Will Aslop, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Maybe it's Alsop. One or the other. See, the structure is held up by these big colorful stilts.
Fish? Yeah.
And yes, that is full of classrooms and things of that nature. So now we're heading north on McCaul. And we're approaching Dundas Street. And passing by the art gallery here on the left. And there's a look at the front-facing side of the gallery.
So, being calm. Oh, so we might as well just go.
Some lovely old buildings here.
Oh my god. That's cute.
We're just sort of skirting the southernmost boundary of the Chinatown neighborhood. Or did I say southern? I meant easternmost. And I spy the cat in the hat. And a Krispy Kreme.
Make sure you delete me, okay?
Okay. Across here at Elm Street. This is sort of a nice shady residential street for the most part, at least on this end. It eventually passes through the hospital area as you head eastward. And there's a sightseeing bus. I think it's probably headed to Baldwin Village in Chinatown. Whew, I had to suppress a couple of sneezes there. And speaking of hospitals, we are passing by Mount Sinai Hospital. This is the rear side of it. It fronts onto University Avenue, which is one block to the east. But last time I did a walk up this way, along this street, I ended the video at a intriguing fire escape. And I always intended to come back and get another look at that. And I think that's what I'm going to be doing right now. On the Stewart Building, which fronts onto College Street. Now we're passing by Princess Margaret Hospital and Cancer Center. And hopefully I won't need one of these places if I attempt to climb this fire escape. At least I'm in the hospital area. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to do this without stopping the camera temporarily and then restarting it again, because it is going to take a little bit of climbing. That will require two hands. Oh, and of course there's that guy there. There's more than one fire escape, so if I don't want to cause a spectacle here on this side with this guy here, maybe I'll move on to the other side, unless he starts moving away. No, sorry. Alright, I think he's moving away, so I'm going to go back. That's one thing about a city like Toronto. You think you can go to a secluded spot where there won't be any people around? Well, chances are there'll be a person there, because there's people absolutely everywhere. And what a mess here. So this is it. This is the fire escape. So let me see if I can do this. I have to really raise my leg up really high here. So I'm basically holding the camera with one hand and climbing up this rickety ladder with the other hand. The paint is all chipping. But I made it onto the first level. And someone's ball is stuck here. I'll just leave it there. Now this part is much easier. It's just more typical stairs here, although it is very narrow and a little bit precarious looking. All right. We're getting higher. And I'm at the top. So I did it without stopping the camera. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do that. So I've successfully climbed the Stewart Building fire escape. And as I said, there's another one on the other side of the building, so maybe I'll leave that fire escape for another video, or perhaps a live stream. And the hospital is blocking the view of what would have been the financial district, but that's okay. So hope you enjoyed the walk, starting from Adelaide Street. And there's a bird's nest right up there. And we made our way eastward, crossing Spadina, and then to John and up through Grange Park, and continuing north along McCaul Street here to the Stewart Building at the very northern end of St Patrick's Street at College. Why can't I talk? So let me know your thoughts, leave a comment below, and like and share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And make sure you also hit that notification bell, that way you won't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal and via my merch store, and also via the recently enabled Super Thanks button, which you'll see down at the bottom below the screen. And you can also find me on Instagram under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back, because as always, I will continue to climb fire escapes sometimes, if possible. Oh, look at this little bird. He's taking food up to the nest, but he's sort of looking at me like, what are you doing there? You're not supposed to be there. They've probably never seen a human being this close to their nest before. So I'm going to go down and let these little birds do their thing without me getting in the way. So as always, I will continue.